John? Were you fucking slamming your fucking big green one on the mic? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
it
were you
sounded
doing?
like it sounded like you were making mad love to your microphone. It was
Oh
crazy.
man, I apologize for that.
It was fucking crazy. But yeah, it
So,
sounds okay right now. So
so,
hopefully
so I was using this. I guess I was using this guy, but I guess this one it's too sensitive. So I'll use the desktop mic.
yeah, I reckon so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so I want to promote Vaughn. Oh, Vaughn, you have a green. I have the same fucking sweatshirt as you.
Yes, you do.
I had it on and then I took it off because I got warm.
Yeah.
So Vaughn, you had a great show today just on Odyssey.
Yes.
I want everyone to go check out Vaughn's Odyssey because it is a sweet fucking doc. I would call it a documentary, to be honest with
Well,
you.
now I ain't got it uploaded to Odyssey yet. I've got it in
Oh, not
StreamYards.
yet.
It's in
Okay, but
StreamYards. It's
it
in
was about the
StreamYards.
thing that we can't talk about.
Well, yeah, it's about the thing we can't talk about on YouTube.
Yeah. Are you going to hunt it? You got the
Am I going to go
reflective,
hunting? No, I'm wearing this because it was 12 degrees last night, and I got a good heater in this place, and it's well insulated, but it still got pretty chilly in here. So I put this thing on. No, I don't have it uploaded to Odyssey yet. It's still in StreamYards. It's still processing in StreamYards. I'm waiting for it to get done. Once it finishes processing in StreamYards, then I will copy it over to Odyssey. But it's still in StreamYards right now. Let me check and see if it's done, so that I can go on ahead and transfer. There we go. Okay, now I'll download it, and we'll put that bad boy in Odyssey for everybody. Save as.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Back in the New York groove.
Back in the New York groove. That's
There
right.
we go. Now we're set.
Hey, we can now do the pumpkin thing, man. So we can do the pumpkin thing now.
Remember the other day?
We need a dance. We need to make a dance called the pumpkin dance somehow. Come up with some kind of pumpkin dance or something. Oh shit.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
It's downloading. As soon as it's downloading, then I'll upload it to Odyssey. I'll make me a nice. In fact, let me go ahead and have
you record it on StreamYards and then you upload it.
Yeah, I didn't do a live show.
Nice that you're able to do that. I love that.
I didn't do a live show. I just
No. I love that you're able to use live StreamYards to record it. If you're recording it and it's saved onto the web, the internet, whatever you want to call it.
Correct.
And you just snatch it. I love that.
And then I just snatch it and put it up there, and everything's fine. So
what do you got? You only could be in here if you got an orange. Sweatshirt.
I don't want to. You guys look like such a happy couple with your matching gear. I don't want to interrupt it.
I was telling him we need to come up with the pumpkin dance, and come up with the pumpkin dance, and so get everybody in orange hoodies, and do the pumpkin.
Everyone
dance.
in here with an orange hoodie. That'd be
get
cool.
everybody in here with an orange jumpsuit, and we'll all do the pumpkin dance. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Putting your skull cap on. All right, very good.
Yeah. Keep my head.
It looks like you're in a prison yard now. You got the orange jumper. Just converted to a new faith. Sharing love, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
I like salami too. Thank you. I like salami.
Shake him and bake him.
I love salami. What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie. I love salami. But anyways,
I go on YouTube last night, Vaughn, and there were about 30 videos.
Loves the salami, folks.
About your mother's age.
Yeah,
the trolls have been all over.
Oh, dude, he.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
dude, Woody. Not only that, but he has the most famous feet on the internet. Dude, there must be fucking hundreds of videos. Remember that day, like 2 weeks ago, Vaughn put his feet up on the internet, put his feet up on camera. Yeah. Someone took that shit and made like hundreds of videos of it.
Like I said, man,
they love you.
This was years ago. I had one of them little mini Reese cups, and I unwrapped that sucker and I ate it. And for the next week, there was video after video. Well, here's Vonhelton eating a Reese cup. Here's how he ate it. Here's why he ate it. Here's what, And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? All I did was eat a Reese cup. They lost their ever-loving minds. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's all about. But, yeah, they lost their minds just because I ate a little mini Reese cup. So, just so everybody's aware of that shit. That was really weird.
Yeah.
That was very weird. In fact, do I have any Reese's left? Let me see if I got any left. I may not have none left.
And people, you know what else people go crazy about? My little name that I put here. I called myself the Reichsfuhrer, New York, USA. It's so funny that people go crazy for that.
Well, I mean,
it's not even a real thing. It's no such thing as a Reichsfuhrer of New York. I mean, that's not even it's not even a real thing. But
you've never seen the Nazi party at Madison Square Garden? There was a huge rally at Madison Square Garden.
Huge rally for what?
That's not an official. They weren't official.
Oh, the Nazis?
There was a Nazi party in America. Yes, Nazi Party of America. Absolutely.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying
George. What was his name? George what? What was his name?
Wallace.
Well, the guy that led the American Nazi Party. He was a famous guy.
Eugene Debs was the communist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Debs. No, but who was the guy? Rockwell, George Rockwell, whatever his name was.
Rockefeller.
Lincoln Rockwell. Was that his name? Lincoln Rockwell.
Rockwell's the guy that did the.
I don't know much about the American Nazi Party, and I only know enough about Nazis in history class.
Rockwell is a black dude that did a song called "I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me." That was Rockwell.
Michael Jackson paid for that. And is actually in that song.
Is actually in that song, correct? Yes, Michael Jackson.
This is the guy.
Oh, that Rockwell. Okay, very good.
Let me blow it up like a Muslim, zooming in for people.
Indeed.
A far right activist, founder of the American Nazi Party.
Very good.
That's the guy you're talking about, right? That did the Madison Square Gardens thing, Woody?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
But it wasn't like a real. I mean, no one takes that serious, do they? Like, do people really think that like his movement was like a real thing?
The Nazi Party itself was very anti-communist, which fell right into mainline thinking of the time.
Yeah, vehemently anti-communist.
I wasn't. I mean, I'd be honest with you. I don't really know much about it.
Yeah, that was the two things they were pushing against that made them solidify their power. Blame the Jews. And we hate the communists. That was really the platform that they bought into, the German people.
Mm-hmm. Nikki, you're gonna come in with orange, right, today? You're gonna come in with orange.
Yeah. Slip on an orange shirt and come on in. We'll just call it pumpkin. This is Pumpkin Day, so just come on.
It was St. Patrick's Day a couple of days ago, and Irish is a color of Ireland. Mm-hmm. It's green, white, and orange, baby. So
that's right. Yeah, that's right. It is. Mm-hmm.
Now I prefer the green side of the flag because orange represents Protestantism, Ulster, but the green represents Celtic and the Gaelic people. The white represents peace between the two. Mm-hmm. I don't have a green. Do I have green? I don't even have greens yet, to be honest with you. Only thing green I have is this, and it doesn't work because it sounds like I'm jerking off when I wear it.
It sounds like you're making mad love to your microphone. That's what it sounds like.
We got escape. Yeah, the trolls were right. They locked us up.
Yeah, man, we were locked up and we escaped. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it.
Orange is the new black, right, guys?
Orange is the new black. That's right. In constant sorrow all through my days.
I see orange all the time because all these guys hunt out here. So orange is pretty common.
Pretty common, right? I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. Actually, I wasn't born and raised in Kentucky at all. I was born and raised in Ohio, but everybody calls me a hillbilly. So, yeah, you're wrong. I'm not a hillbilly. I was born and raised in Ohio. I just live down here. But I don't mind.
By definition, I think I'd be the only hillbilly on the panel right now.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Yeah, because John's New York, I'm Ohio, so that yeah.
And I grew up in the Ozarks. I mean, that's hillbilly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you definitely qualify as hillbilly, yes. If you grew up down there, you're a hillbilly.
Yeah, like I had my grandfather was a moonshiner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty hillbilly rednecky.
Yeah,
right
that's yeah. If he was a moonshiner, yeah, that pretty much solidifies it. That pretty much solidifies it. All right, we're gonna change this to a JPEG so that I can use it for a background. And yes, we want 100%.
Vaughn, someone's asking you, not Xi Jinping. So who is Douglas Eugene Vaught? At James Paul of Helton and Helton III.
Douglas Eugene Vaught. Seems like I know some Vaughts, but I don't remember. I can Google that shit real quick and see, because I do remember the name Vaught. I knew some. Oh, it's Douglas Eugene Vaught. Dr. Vaught graduated from University of Missouri Columbia School of Medicine in 1995. He works in Columbia, Missouri, and one other location, and specializes in internal medicine. Dr. Vaught is affiliated with Boone Hospital Center.
Yeah, I know all those places.
Well, that's okay. That's really awesome. What does that got to do with me?
Yeah, kind of random, but yeah, I mean, I went to school in Columbia, so
what does that got to do with me? I don't know what
college, I guess.
I don't know what that has to do with me, but now maybe they're going after you, Woody, because that's down in your neck of the woods. So maybe they're trying to associate it with you or something. I don't know.
Well, he was a doctor, and that's obviously it's a big campus, and I was not anywhere near. And most of my stuff was online, even when I took my stuff to MU. That's where University of Missouri is at. It's Columbia.
Yeah, supposedly Todd got butthurt because I posted a picture of where I did a Google search, because Todd was sitting there saying you can only get a degree in real estate or real estate law by going to a law school. And so I did a Bing search on it, and I posted it up there, and apparently he got all butthurt about it. And in fact, let me find that again, and I'll throw it up there again.
Well, I think you're both right, Ron, in a certain respect. I think what he's talking about is like I have a cousin. My cousin, we have a law firm. My family has a law firm, and my cousins, they do primarily estate law and tax law, things like that.
Right.
So those guys with tax law, they are all Juris Doctors.
Right.
So that's what but there's also real estate law too that people go into. And you can't. What I'm saying is that a real estate lawyer can go into court and represent you in front of a judge.
Right.
They are lawyers that specialize in that field. They're going to do deeds, titles, transfers, contracts, things like that.
But that wasn't the argument. The argument from Todd.
I just want to say real quick. Can you hear me, guys? I just want to say real quick a shout out to Nikki and a pussy. Nikki's pussy is not feeling well, so I just want to just give the pussy some love. All right. All right. What were you saying, man?
That was just so random, John.
That's all right.
So what were you saying?
You got a pussy cat. That's a cute little pussy cat, by the way.
Yes, it is.
It's a cute cat.
But as you can see here, can you get a real estate degree in college? And the answer is yes, according to 5 sources. Okay, now, is it preferable to go to a law school? Of course. But I never said it wasn't. I just said that I didn't go to a law school. I went to, Southern Ohio College, and they changed my major from business administration to real estate law, which they did. Okay, but the answer is an affirming yes, according to 5 sources. But here's where it gets really fun, because over here in this column, the right-hand column, it says you can even get it on fucking online. You don't even have to go to a building. You can get the shit online. So yes. So I was right. Todd was wrong. And that's the end of that shit right there.
Well, Todd's always wrong. So.
And apparently Todd got butthurt and false flagged us. Said we were abusing children on our fucking live show.
Well, actually, technically speaking, I got a report from YouTube saying that a minor was using the channel to broadcast, and that to protect children and from abuse, that the video had to be removed. I sent a nasty letter to fucking YouTube. I said, "How could you fucking eat? What are you fucking retarded? You don't even watch the video."
Let's run that by me again, John. I'm having trouble unpacking that.
YouTube fucking sent me a video. Sent me an email.
Sorry, Wilson has just donated $1.99. I have to appreciate J Dubs for dressing up just like his daddy.
Oh, jeez. Thank you very much, Wilson. Thank you very much. So let's hear Jacob stumble through this. Thanks for joining, folks. Thumbs it up, all that good stuff. This is live.
Saying that they banned the fucking video because Vaughn and Sammy were talking, right? It was just Sammy and Vaughn talking, right?
Just talking.
YouTube sent me a nasty email, a fucking filthy email saying that a minor was using my fucking channel to live stream, and to protect children from abuse, that they had to remove the channel. They had to remove the video from the channel,
which is bullshit.
So a child. I understand this. There was a minor who was rebroadcasting.
No. They said that it was a minor using my channel, right? This video that it's just Vaughn and Sammy talking. The video, Sammy and Vaughn talking. Okay.
Right.
Someone reported it. Someone falsely reported it. Woody falsely reported that probably the child was using the channel, right? So YouTube sent the video, an email to me. I'll read the fucking video. I read the email. I mean,
no, basically, I'm just trying to wrap my head. I was trying to figure out if a kid was he watching, or they think Sammy was a kid. They say
no. It's a false flag, Woody. You're trying to wrap your head around. They don't give a shit. They don't fucking. They don't watch the shit here. Vonhelton 2. This is the filthy fucking email that I got. Okay, Vonhelton 2. We want to let you know that our team reviewed our content and we think that it violates child safety policies. We know that you may not realize this was a violation. Okay, so message in a bottle. So message in the bottle video was the video where it was just Sammy and Vaughn.
It was just me and Sammy talking. Yeah.
So it says, we know this is disappointing news, but it's our job to make the place safe. And we think this decision is for the best. So they think, okay. So I clicked this. I closed it by accident. So I clicked learn more. What is this child safety policy? So I went to learn more. And it says in YouTube COS that children aren't allowed to live stream. Okay, so someone literally flagged my channel, flagged that video, saying that a child was live streaming, and that it was to protect the child, so they had to delete the video, flag my video.
Right.
So I sent them a nasty fucking email. I sent them a really nasty video. You don't watch the videos? Someone could just fucking say a child is live streaming and get the video clocked. I mean, I said that was politically correct, but you should have saw what I wrote in the email. It was nasty. It was vile. I told YouTube that and then YouTube within, I don't know, an hour or two. Oh, after taking a second look, we can confirm that your video does not violate our community service. Oh, after taking we reviewed it. Oh, well, why didn't you review it in the first place, you fucking retard?
Right.
I mean, you would have skipped this whole hullabaloo if you just, when people flag, they know it's a real flag. Like Todd, who steals videos. That's a flag that's worth getting his channel shut down, right? People like SO, Ernie Chrysler, who's harassing and bullying us every day, and he's allowed to go on YouTube. Right? He's allowed to do the abuse. He's allowed to abuse us and treat us like crap. They allow the trolls. They allowed these trolls to come in here and say some vile shit.
For years.
Over 15 years.
Never done.
But they don't review that. But YouTube doesn't review that. You're telling me, YouTube, that you don't review the nasty shit that's being said to me?
Yeah. You need to.
I don't think so. There's something wrong with you, YouTube. There's something wrong with you.
You need to up your game, YouTube. You really do.
Yeah.
Because they're coming in. They're coming. YouTube. I hope you do listen, YouTube, because if you do, I need to tell you something. I was doing a live show, and they were literally creating new YouTube accounts on the fly,
on the spot.
Coming right back in the chat. They were literally creating new YouTube accounts on the fly and coming right back into my live show. Now, come on, YouTube. That's got to be a violation. Come on, man. That's got to be a violation. All right. You know, up your game or something, because there's no way they should be able to do that shit. Create a new YouTube account in seconds. On, there's no way. Come on, you got to do something, YouTube. Come on, up your game or whatever.
I asked ChatGPT, that's the artificial intelligence, who Vonhelton is, and it comes up with that name. What name? Try it.
That name of that.
Randolph Bugglethorpe has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Shoot out to Burt Chevrolet.
Yeah, big shout outs, folks. Thank you very much.
Name of that guy.
Oh, Douglas Irvin.
Yeah, Douglas Eugene Vaught. Whoever the fuck that is. I don't know the guy.
It even knows who age 19 is a monograph. Okay, whatever. You know, it's an artificial intelligence. It's not right. It's a man-made machine. It's
I don't know who that Vaught guy is. I don't remember. If it has anything to do with me, I don't remember it. Let's put it that way.
I took I know that Boone, what he's talking about, 'cause that's where I took my dad for his cancer treatments.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it has more to do with you than it does with me. So I don't know what the hell that's all about.
Hey, Vaughn, I watched something in Emos the other day, and you know how you have linked channels below it?
Right.
Well, he has Montegraph on there.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
And so I clicked on it, and he's got 90,000 subscribers.
Right.
Yeah, he's pretty popular.
Yeah. Me and Monograph have been around forever. If the trolls hadn't
but he doesn't get. He talks about the same stuff you do, Vaughn.
I know, but
if the trolls didn't knock Vaughn off, Vaughn would have had 100.
If the trolls hadn't knocked me down, I would have probably had about 110,000.
Even Brett Keane. I mean, if the trolls didn't get Brett Keane, Brett Keane would have had 100,000. Brett Keane would have
been the same way. We've been around a long time, Woody. We've been around. I've been around almost since YouTube began. I've been on YouTube since 2006, bro. I've been around a long time. I've been around a long time.
I've been everywhere.
Actually, I was lurking on here in 2004, and then I left for a while. People were pressuring me, Vaughn, you need to make a YouTube channel. And I'm like, what the fuck I need a YouTube channel for? And they're like, you need to make one. You know, I was getting pressured.
Yes, of course, we all know YouTube didn't exist in 2004. He wasn't here in 2006. It was, I think he jumped on around 2008, 2007-ish, somewhere in there.
I was getting pressured to get on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, YouTube, and all the other social media.
Harass you. They wanted to get you on social media.
And see, the thing of it is, I listened to them and got on all
Twitter in 2004, folks.
These social media platforms, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have stayed off these social media platforms.
If one thing I could change, I'd be honest with you, was never go on social media.
Never go on social media. Yeah. I mean, look what it's done to my family. Look what it's done to my family. I should have never got on there. But I wanted to tell people what I learned about the New World Order and spread that message.
Spread the wealth.
So, oh well, what's done is done now, obviously.
They'll get their justice.
Yes, they will. They will indeed. But, I don't know what to say. But I don't know this Eugene Vaught guy at all. I mean, Eugene is my former middle name.
What's the matter, baby? You tired? You okay? You sleeping? Okay, baby. Take a nap. Relax. I'll see you soon, okay?
She probably appreciates you yelling in the microphone.
No, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just in the bedroom.
I was asleep, asshole, but you keep yelling. I'm not asleep right now because you're screaming.
Quit waking her up, John, you bastard.
No, she can't hear nothing. They got the headphones on. Dumb.
Look at it. You did that to your family, James Paul Vonhelton. You did that to
All
your
right, let me step on that, Roach.
Yeah, let me respond to that. I did that? Really? I put a gun to everybody's head and made them call CPS. I put a gun to the Frost's head and made them steal all the money out of that closet right over there. I put a gun to their head and made them do that shit? Really? I did
that's
that?
supposed to be Philly Joe. I thought you were supposed to turn a new leaf. I thought you were Earth Betty again. Now
Really, Philly is not Philly Joe, I don't think.
Oh, that's not. You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
I put a gun to my wife's head. Are you fucking high? That was a skit. That? If you can't understand the difference between a skit and real life, then you need to be put in a fucking mental institution. That was obviously a skit. It was the intro to my videos, dumbass. It's a skit. And if you can't fucking understand that the difference between a skit and real life, then you're
the evil must be punished video?
Yeah, the beginning of my videos from years ago.
Oh, your wife is sitting in front of the camera like
no,
that?
She wasn't. But
so what the fuck are they saying then?
Well, they keep claiming she was.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, she wasn't.
I just assumed she was holding the camera.
No, I said the camera.
The camera's.
Actually, if you'll notice, I'm actually looking down.
Come on, you know the camera's just like it is today. Come on, man.
If you'll notice, I'm actually looking down at the camera a little bit. I think I set it on a dresser drawer or something, and I'm actually looking down at it a little bit. But yeah, no, the wife was never in the way. And notice though, the top 3 chambers of the pistol are empty. Okay, they keep leaving that part of it out too. The top part of the pistol was empty. There was no bullets there. You think I'm going to blow up my own camera? I'm not going to. I'll be in.
Oh, it is Philly Joe. Yeah, it is Philly.
You are Philly Joe? Oh, well,
I thought you were supposed to be a nice guy. Now I thought you changed.
No, trolls never rehabilitate. Never. Yeah. They never rehabilitate, which is unfortunate. So word to the wise, folks.
Starting to get a cold here, Vaughn. I got to get some of that good stuff that you always talk about.
So I'm going to look for
that today. Actually,
you don't think trolls can change their tune?
No, of course not.
No.
Okay, a leopard can't change his spots. Come on.
No, these people have been doing this shit for so many years. No, they're not going to change. That's why they need to. They need to become institutionalized. They need to go by.
It's the same thing with these women who think they could change a man. Oh, my husband, he's not.
Oh, I'll change him. Yeah, I'll change him. No, you ain't. You're going to change him. You're
change shit.
Yeah, if you can't change him before, what's going to make you change them after they get married?
Exactly.
There you go, Woody. Oh boy, who do we have here? We got someone called Zoinks here. All right, Zoinks, you're on the hot you're on the front page.
What's up? He's been in here before. Has he?
Oh yeah, so. Zoinks, yeah.
Hey, man, what's up? The last time we were here.
Ethan Ralph on the picture there, is that correct?
Alpha male, all hail the Alpha male.
Oh, the Memphis 10.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's the Ralph Male? What's that about?
Stop days, bitch.
He's an internet legend.
Legend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, all joking aside, he's lately done whatever he's done. I think he's got some mental health issues and some addiction problems myself. But he really did kind of he started the blood sports where they're arguing online, Vaughn, back and forth. He was really kind of a predecessor to that. I mean,
he was in jail when that started. So like he didn't start it.
Okay,
he kind of jumped on the bandwagon when it was at its peak with a couple of other like popular YouTubers. But yeah, he was for whatever reason he was he is impossible to like laugh at. He can't take a joke.
Right.
So it's gotten so insane that he's like gotten beaten up on the streets of Portugal
twice.
Some of it's kind of bullshit too. Like, I'm not cool with people from the internet going and beating somebody up,
Right. That's
silly. But the first time he got beat up was because he was trying to get with like some teenage prostitute and her pimp kicked his ass.
Is that okay? See, yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, that's a lot more likely than a bunch of Portugal, because generally speaking, as a guy that's traveled, generally speaking, they don't really fuck with you because they don't want to mess with American tourist dollars and bullshit.
Right.
And so they usually, unless you're off the beaten path or doing some shit you shouldn't be doing, like maybe he's doing, I was thinking maybe drugs. Maybe he's trying to score a bag of weed. Maybe some blow or something. He went off the beaten path. But yeah, that would be a way to get your ass kicked real quick.
When I want to preface it, I want to kind of draw that back. That's just like that's just what he says. That's just what the rumor is. I don't know if that's actually what happened, but he did have a $300 purse that got stolen from him.
Right.
Damn.
He's a purse guy. He wears a purse.
Right.
And the whole reason he was in the country was out of spite, right?
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't like him is from Portugal. And he was like, "Oh, I'm going to go home and meet my sister," or whatever. And he goes, "You know what? I'm going to Portugal." And so he went and then got his orbital cavity caved in. Like he had to stay in the hospital in Portugal where they don't speak English, right? For like a week.
Actually, Portugal, they speak a lot of English there. Actually.
That's fair enough, but like it's a country where like it's not super common where he was dealing with doctors that did not speak English. You know what I mean? Like, Matt, put yourself in that situation where you're in a country where you need medical care and they can't understand you. That's got to be spooky.
Well, and I'm sure I'm confident in saying this, that he probably doesn't have the best health care insurance. So on top of it, who's going to foot that bill? Because he had to have orbital reconstruction. You can see it's permanently affected his eye.
Yeah, he got messed up, dude, for real.
And then, of course, the second time he got his ass kicked was by the...
Didn't Zoinks used to be a troll? He sounds like that one guy that used to talk with you and turned out to be a troll.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
I mean, I've never trolled anybody in my life.
Okay.
Judge me by my actions, man, not by my reputation is what I would say.
Right.
Have I ever done you wrong? Have I ever been mean to you?
Not yet.
You can't.
Well, as far as I know, I mean, in the room, I don't know. You could be Ernie Chrysler with a voice changer.
I don't know who that is, but yeah, sure. I guess I could be.
I mean, with the deep fake shit they got now and the voice changers and shit.
We're given.
I just had a guy on my show yesterday that sounded just like Joe Biden. I mean, the technology is there. It exists. It's real.
Where's your orange shirt, Zoinks? Get your what do you got to get your orange shirt on?
Orange shirt. You know what? I may have something. Let me look. It'll take me a minute, but I might have something.
All right.
We got to all wear orange shirts.
I don't know if I have like an old work shirt somewhere that's orange, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
So go, Zoinks. You seem to be kind of up on this, and I really don't. I can't waste a lot of time with Ethan Ralph bullshit. But is he living in Mexico now? Is that
As I understand, I'm like you, Matt. I mean, I only know. I don't watch him or anything like that. Right. I don't make a habit of watching people that I think are not nice people. But I see stuff on Twitter and everything. So as far as I understand, he lives in a part of Mexico that, believe it or not, is actually not bad. And it's real cheap. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of like European and American expats that live there.
Right.
But yeah, I don't.
Like Ventura, Jesse Ventura lives in Mexico.
Well, Ventura lives in like Baja. He lives in like a resort type area, I believe.
That's true.
Merida is like in the Yucatan. It's down at the very southern tip, like where where Mexico kind of curls up and points back up north. That's where Merida is, and it's like really cheap to live there. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's if something costs $1 here, it costs 35 cents there, right? Like so, it's real, and people that can work from home, like they.
What are you thinking, Vaughn?
What
do you think?
I was just agreeing with Steph. No big deal.
Yeah, there's some beautiful places. I think Costa Rica is another place you can go, and it's beautiful. I guess, and you can get you can live like with basically expats, and they're all American. It's like an American city with all Americans, and they all live and kind of take care of each other and stuff like that. It's dirt cheap to live there. You make your.
The one thing I liked about Brazil was that it was everything was fresh and cheap. I love that. Like you get fresh coffee and it was like 10 cents. It was like damn
10 cents.
They pick the beans right in front of you. They grind the beans. They press the beans and bam, there it is, 10 cents in your. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nice but it's dangerous though. That's the only thing is. That even though the people are real nice, and there are a lot of nice people, 99% of the people are nice, you got a lot of trash bags down there that make it fucking like hard to live,
Yeah.
It's like here, it's like in the United States. You got, it's a nice place to live, and then you got Bill Gates just fucking running around, destroying the place.
No, that's not Billy Joe. You got me blocked, John.
Oh, okay. Well, you weren't really being nice anyway, so we blocked you anyway.
Yeah.
Try to keep your mouth nice. Keep your mouth nice. Just try to say nice things and don't run your mouth, and you'll be able to stay. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we ask from you people.
I know. That's
be
all we
nice.
ask. Just be nice. Yeah. How is that such a hard thing to do, man? Fuck.
Don't say nasty things about Vaughn. Don't say nasty things about the wife. Don't say nasty things about the mother. Vaughn killed his mother. You sound like an idiot. You know that's
like
what
I
you
would
sound
do
like.
that. Like I would.
Vaughn would never fucking lay a hand on his finger. I'm gonna lay a finger.
I'm not
on his
allowed.
mother.
I'm not allowed.
You can't shed innocent blood. You think Vaughn would be
I am
allowed to kill a
prohibited
mother?
from shedding innocent blood. I'm prohibited from that. I couldn't do it even if I wanted to do it. I'm prohibited from that shit.
Will Philly isn't Philly Joe. That's why. Okay, it's all right. It's for sure him. He comes to worship his God face to face. Maybe he's changed his spots.
Doubtful. It's hard for a leopard to change their spots. So.
Well, what about a tiger and their stripes?
Same difference.
Is this person talking about me?
Yeah, they're talking about
you.
Steph
is talking about
what
you.
What a fucking weirdo, dude. I have no idea who this person is. That's so crazy.
Stephanie is talking about you, and Get to Dancing is talking about Philly Joe. So
I don't know who either of those people are.
There's two conversations going on at the same time. So.
There's two conversations going on at the same time.
And none of it's on the panel where it belongs.
I can see it's. I can see.
Well, you're talking about some fucker in Portugal, like we give a shit. So
yeah,
I mean,
we were talking about some guy in Portugal, which had absolutely nothing to do with either of the two. So,
well, actually, Vaughn, when it goes to trolling and stuff, this guy gets trolled a hell of a lot. He's been swatted numerous times. He's been beaten up. He's been two
beaten
guys
up for real, like not joking around. Like had his orbital cavity caved in. Like that's serious.
Because he went over there, but then he went back to flex again. I guess to show Portugal that they're gonna own him. So what did he do? Well, a couple of guys from Britain just hopped on a flight and flew there and found him. He's live streaming, walking around town. They're live streaming too. They run into him.
Stream
and
wars.
his ass there.
Give me his link. Give me this guy's link. I want to subscribe. Give me the guy's link.
Yeah.
Drop it in.
Yeah.
I don't even know where his channel.
Yeah, he's not on YouTube, I don't think.
He's not on YouTube now, right?
Off of YouTube years ago. Yeah, he's on I don't know if you're familiar with the guy named Nick Fuentes or not.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't keep
Nick Fuentes. Yeah, I know. I like him. Him and Kanye.
I like Nick Fuentes.
Well, he's on that stream, Cozy or whatever.
Yeah, he's
on
that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay,
you're talking about Mexican Fuentes, the gay Mexican.
Leader of the white race.
Leader of the white race. Yeah, exactly.
Hang on. All right. We got to hold on, guys. We got to give some background here because everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" All right, Cozy is a website that Nick Fuentes created because he couldn't get a voice on any other website at the time, so he created his own website where he could get his message out through videos and live streaming and whatnot. And that's what Cozy is all about. It is owned and operated by Nick Fuentes himself. Okay, and Nick Fuentes is a very controversial individual.
He feels like a troll, to be honest. Nick Fuentes. He's like hyper, like he's a provocateur. I feel like
he is a Latino that looks white, which is very interesting. And he is very controversial. He's very conservative, uber conservative, one would call it, like myself. But now, whether he's gay or not, I don't know, nor do I give a fuck.
He's not gay. No, he's not.
Yo, what's going on, John? What's up, Vaughn? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Philly Joe?
Philly,
what's going on, brothers?
We're going.
Yeah, going good, man.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
How's Philadelphia doing? How's Philadelphia doing? Shots?
Oh, it's a shithole. It's a shithole, man. I don't go to the city no more, brother. I don't go there no more. Come on, bro. I'm 6'10". I'm 6'10", and I'll tell you right now, I'm still scared to walk in Philly.
Damn.
Sure.
Put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
You get fucking shanked, fucking walking.
Oh yeah, they're robbing liquor stores, robbing banks. They're fucking can't control them. You know what I mean?
I mean, Walgreens, I believe, is pulling completely out of California. because they're just getting robbed. I mean, they can't keep anything on the shelves. There's nothing to sell because it's all been carried off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. That's the
Uh,
state of our
Walmart's
country
doing
right
the
now.
same thing. Walmart's doing the same
See
thing.
that when you don't let people exercise their Second Amendment rights, then that's the result.
Well, no, it's the liberal mayors in these cities. They just keep letting them out of prison. They don't arrest these
They don't
people,
even go
man.
to prison. They don't even get arrested.
Brother, I'm telling you right now. Let me. Okay, this has already been tried. Okay, this has already been tried. There was a small town down south somewhere. I forget where it was, but they tried it as an experiment. What they've done, they allowed everyone to have unmitigated Second Amendment rights, which means anybody fucks with you, you can blow their ass away. Okay, absolutely no restrictions on the Second Amendment whatsoever. Everybody's packing on their hip. Everybody, unrestricted. Somebody fucks with you, bam, they're dead. You know what happened in that city? You want to know what happened?
No
Yeah,
crime.
what happened, bro?
Crime went to zero. Crime literally went to zero overnight.
Are you talking about Buford Pusser? And I think he was.
Buford Pussy, that's a fucking movie. I'm talking about.
That's a real.
life.
That was a real guy.
I'm talking about real life, though. Yeah, but I'm talking about real life. There was a small town down south. They tried it. No restrictions on the Second Amendment. Somebody fucks with you, you can blow their ass away. Crime went down to zero. There was no crime.
Where was
all
this
the criminals left? All the criminals left. They got out. They got out the AO, man. They all left. Okay. When Second Amendment is allowed to do what it needs to do, that's the end of it, right?
I remember one time I visited someone in North Carolina, and I opened up the glove department and I saw a gun. I'm like, damn, you keep a gun in the glove department? And the guy goes, yeah. And he had a gun on him, and I said, damn, you have a gun on you and in the glove department? And he goes, yeah, and I also got one in the back seat too. I'm like, damn, you got a gun in the glove department on you in the back seat.
Right.
He says, yeah, I got. And he goes, guess what? I got one in the fucking trunk too. I'm like, damn. And he goes, yeah.
Move out of New York City,
everyone, and he says everyone in North Carolina does the same shit. They all have the guns the same way.
Yeah.
And I go, damn. And he goes, you know what? Peaceful. No
Yeah.
problem.
We don't fuck around in the South.
It's amazing how peaceful it is when the criminals know they'll get their ass shot and killed.
Yeah,
It's amazing how peaceful it is.
Missouri just passed a law because Missouri. Everyone talks about how great their states are about freedoms. Missouri is the top, and Missouri they just passed a law saying that if you want to be a police officer in the state, you are banned from upholding federal gun laws.
Oh wow. That's nice.
So
that's actually pretty nice.
I mean, we are really taking a stand, and we've always had where you can carry a gun on your hip. It wasn't concealed. As long as it was open, it wasn't concealed. Then we got concealed and carry, and you had to go through a course. But then they started putting rules into play. So Missouri said, "Fuck it. If you're old enough to carry a gun, you're old enough to buy a gun legally, and you're legally supposed to carry one. You can't be a felon. You can't be, there's restrictions.
Right.
But if you can legally carry a firearm in Missouri and you're of age, you just put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Hey, let me
no
tell you
one thinks
something
twice.
right now.
But we don't have problems generally where we live.
No. Isn't that amazing how that works? When the citizen is heavily armed, there is very little crime, if any at all. Because criminals don't want to get shot. Wow, what a shock, right? What a shock.
What's the saying, Vaughn? A polite society is an armed society.
Exactly. An armed society is a polite society.
There's one convicted criminal in Kentucky right now who's shaking in his boots because he's about to get out of there. He's gone, baby. He's out of there.
Guys, show us the fucking. Show us the papers. Show us the papers one time,
bro. Put them up. Fuck out of here.
Well, wait a second, Vaughn. That's an interesting point.
Look at that motherfucking paper, boy.
It's like, hey, Philly. It's like your screen name. Get the stepping. Get the dancing. Dancing.
Yeah,
so
it was a beautiful day the other day when he showed them papers, man. I was smiling from ear to ear.
If
it's a beautiful morning.
If Larry is a felon and he has your guns, that's a real problem, isn't it?
Well, Larry, I don't think Larry was the one that took them. I think it was actually Jeff and Junior down here that took them. But irregardless, the Frost did steal my guns out of my house. They sure did.
Man, it is so confusing listening to these
how
stories.
do we? Okay, now hold on. How do we know it was the Frosts and not just some random criminal? The reason we know it was the Frosts is because in place of the guns down in the drawer here, they left documents with my mom's name on them, like a bunch of doofuses. Okay, so yeah, they incriminated themselves when they did that shit.
Everybody's name like Big Larry or Little Jim or anti-Baker. It's like it gets so confusing. Like you got Little Jim here, big
Jim
Bob
there.
there.
You're talking about fucking. Well, I mean,
that's what people don't understand. Von's mom is literally one of the main reasons why we won that war. I mean, without that woman right there, we would have hardly any chance.
Absolutely.
There you go, Billy Joe. There you go.
Rosie the Riveters were instrumental in our winning of World War II. Absolutely, they were. Because they were here at home building the tanks and the planes and the guns and,
Oh, Vaughn, the new
together.
conspiracy the trolls are saying. The trolls are saying the new conspiracy is that picture you showed isn't of your mother and father. That's of your fucking cousin and his wife or some shit.
And that's bullshit because it is my father and
the
mother.
Trolls come up with these cockamamie conspiracy theories. I love it. It's just just get me another one, please.
I know.
The one I saw,
I just love them.
That was Von's dad's girlfriend.
That's the mother, Woody. That's the mother and dad.
No, he's talking about the trolls. He's saying the trolls are saying
I didn't say that.
Yeah, he says the trolls are saying that.
Man, he's up with that knit cap. You just get out of prison? You're mad as hell, John.
I'm hot because I'm sitting.
Where's your shank at, John?
I'm right here. I got my.
He's mad his soap and the rope didn't come in.
He's ready to just stab a brother in his cell.
No, because I'm sick of hearing conspiracy theories every time. We shoot them down every day, man. We get these conspiracy theories every day, man. And they say
we're having fun with it, John. We're having fun with it, man. That's all we're doing. We're all laughing about it. We're not
okay.
I mean, really, we're all laughing about it,
Yeah.
Well, his picture of Malcolm X and get his Mike Tyson book out and start taking everybody to the showers.
Right.
So
I don't want to tell you all.
Billy Joe, do you ever get to a
I meant to stab with the shank, not with your pee-pee. Just so we're clear.
Right.
What was that there, Woody?
Have you been to Atlantic City lately?
I was there like 3 years before the COVID hit. I haven't been there since.
Is there any? I heard I was there back when Trump just opened up his deal. I don't even gamble, but it was a cool casino at the time. It had all the animations and stuff. And I was there around that time, and it was the boardwalk was okay. And if you went a block off of it, you'd get stabbed to death.
Oh yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good. But here's the thing, right? The last time I was in Atlantic City, I was doing the opposite of what Von's doing right now. I was losing. But here, Von's winning. So it was a bet. Put it this way: I went home with a nothing in my pocket. That's why I don't go to the casinos anymore.
I don't either, man. I don't either. Yeah. I used to drink. I quit drinking.
Here's the trick.
I realized that I like anything that gives me a rush.
Here's the trick to the casino. The trick to the casino is you go there and you play one time.
Yep.
You go there and you play one time and you win big. Though? And then if you win big, that one time you play, you stop. And then you leave. And
yeah, but which game do you play? I say the 6 and the 8 on the crap table is the best odds in the house. That's what I say.
The crap table or a blackjack, really. I would think blackjack is where you.
I think if you crunch the numbers, the 6 and the 8 on a good roll on the crap table, because if you look at a dice, right, any combination of 2 numbers can make a 7, right? Well,
right.
Almost any combination can make a 6 or an 8, also, and that's 2 numbers, right?
Right.
I think I could be wrong. I'm not a math guy. But I think the 6 and the 8 are your 2 best bets on the crap table. That's how craps works. How craps works is this: if you roll the dice and you roll a 7 or 11, you automatically win. But if you roll like a 5 and the roller rolls a bunch of times, he's gonna hit 6 and 8 over and over again.
Right.
Or 7. Right. So if you get a good roll where he hits 6 and 8 12 times, then you cash out. That's you get paid every time.
Right. Well, like I said, I suck at math, so I don't know. What I do know, though, is that if you go there and you play one play, and if you win big, you pick up your winnings and you get the fuck out, and you never.
Most people go for the experience too. It's not just to like win money, right?
Absolutely.
It's to like have a drink, watch a show. They're not there to just see if I can double what I brought, right? Which you're right. If you bring $300 and you double it. It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. Yeah, exactly.
I went to Vegas and I spent 3 days there, and I probably gambled $25, something like that, just for the free drinks. So I mean, it really wasn't, but I went to shows. I went to the museum. I went to the stupid
that's
Pawn,
the point.
I went to that Pawn Stars thing. That was a waste of time.
Pawn Stars.
Yeah, I heard they're not even there when you go to see the Pawn Stars. I heard they're just
they're not even there. Yeah, it's like what the fuck?
It's
what the fuck? They're not even there.
It's you walk in to the left. It's a little bitty shop, and everything's stupid overpriced. Right. They're not there, and then you walk in, and basically it turns into a tourist shop. It's all like I can't even think of the guy's name now. Chili or whatever the guy's name is. They had like the T-shirts for all of them. Like I was here with Grandpa, or I like the old man, or whatever it is, and postcards and all that shit. Then they had some items that they wouldn't sell that were just for display. But I got there first early on, and I walked right in, and I was disappointed early and got out. But there were people outside waiting for like an hour in Vegas heat.
Oh man.
I was like,
Vegas, that's probably the last place I'm going to go.
If I waited an hour to go in there, I would snap.
Yeah, you're just about guaranteed to go to Vegas and come back poor. So you might want to.
Well, again, if you're being responsible, you're going for the experience, right? You're going to stay in a cool hotel.
Yeah.
You're going out to the Bunny Ranch.
Right.
Throw your. Go ahead, man.
No, my fault. My fault, bro. I cut you off.
You're good. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to ask you, Vaughn. I might go to the casino in a couple weeks. Is there any way you can put a word in for me with your gods, or is that not really thing?
I'm not allowed to go against anyone's free will, so I don't think I can do that.
Okay.
Well, it's his free will. He's going to roll them dice.
Yeah, but it's not his free will that he would, he would win, right?
Right.
It's up to the.
Well, the God of chance.
Well, I'm a Christian, so I don't. Yeah, freedom religion. I'll tell you right now, freedom religion does sound pretty tempting. I got to be honest with you, because you can be free and do what you got to do.
I mean, the Romans prayed for chance, right?
It's very
Greeks prayed for chance.
Well, here's the thing, like I said, we're not allowed to go against people's free will. So, if you want to go out there and lose all your money, then that's on you, bro.
All right. Well, I was just asking, Vaughn. Thanks, bro.
Well, I got to tell the truth. I can't lie.
Well, you always tell the truth. So
yes, I always tell the truth. So, and but now having said that, I did win $100 on the lottery the other day, and it is very possible that is a precursor to my winning the big money here very, very soon. Obviously, everybody and their brother is trying their level best to find every fucking way to take nickel and dime the shit out of me. Oh, well, you got to pay for this, and you got to pay for that, and you got to pay for this, and you got to pay for that. It's like, goddamn, man. Fuck.
How many bills do you have?
Well, Bill, Don, you need to take your own advice. You want $100. If you stop right there, you're $100 up.
Well, I did. I'm $100 up. I still got my $100. So,
well, Vaughn, what's coming first?
When
the Mega Millions or the Powerball? Did they tell you what was coming first? Did they specify? Like, are you going to win the Powerball first or the Mega Millions first?
They didn't. They didn't specify.
When you say you play the lottery, do you mean you play the Powerball and the?
I played the Powerball. I played the Mega Millions, and played the Lucky for Life.
That's a scratcher, right? Where you buy it and scratch it.
The Lucky for Life, I don't know if it's a scratch off or not, but some told me, said, I guess they told me, but some told me, said, play this particular scratch off called Ruby 7 or whatever the fuck it was called. And so I played it, and first time I played it, boom, $100.
Well, let me give you some advice as a fellow gambler. The only scratchers that are worth a shit are the jumbo bucks. All the other ones are terrible.
Jumbo bucks?
Jumbo bucks are the only good ones.
Jumbo bucks are the only good ones.
That's not exactly the case. Well, the best ones are those ones you get in bars. Those ones you get, those ones that come out. Because every time in each one of those rows, there are guaranteed so many winners. So as a bartender, you had to keep. I would monitor because you had to have the payouts, right?
Right.
So you'd have to have the receipt. So I just looked towards the end. I'd see like which one was going down low, running out. Then I'd look to see if there's any of those, if they've hit or not.
Right.
I just go through the receipts, and then if there was 10 of them left, and there's $100 still on the bet, I just buy them all, $90 profit.
Right.
And I banked it like that for the whole time I was bartending. I supplemented my tips that way.
Damn.
I don't know if we can gamble at bars here. We live in the South, I mean.
You know what I'm talking about? Those tickets that you
I've seen those in like Montana and North Dakota and stuff. I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen them down here.
Yeah, they're at every bar in Missouri.
Everybody's struggling right now with this clown as president we have. I mean, absolute clown. Look at our grocery prices. They're 3 times the price they were when we had Donald Trump. It's
well,
ridiculous.
look at the fact that we can't get no fucking eggs. I mean, come on. I mean, there's people actually fighting you to get the damn eggs. It's like, what the
no
fuck?
eggs, and yeah, exactly. It's getting out of control.
I went to the Dollar General the other day because I was just going to get some snacks for my office and stuff, and they got the best deal. They got pretty cheap. And I thought, I'll look at the eggs here. A dozen eggs was $5 at Dollar General, and they were small.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be grade A large, and they were barely that, if anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing what you do, Vaughn, and buy them TV dinners because they're fucking like gourmet meals nowadays. It's unbelievable. I had a TV dinner the other day.
TV dinners come
that shit
come
was
a long
like
way,
Thanksgiving.
man.
Yeah. Joe, you're too.
But
No, you do not want to do that.
It is. It's like the ZZ Top song, man. You know, it's they're not blue anymore. You know, the pieces aren't blue anymore. They're actually real food. You know, so I mean,
blue. I never
yeah. If the slice is not too blue.
I got you. Sing it, Vaughn. Come on, Vaughn, sing it, brother.
Yeah, well, I did, but I already did. I got the karaoke up. If anybody wants to go.
When you sung War Pigs, that was amazing, man. I remember back in the day you sung War Pigs. That was
you liked War Pigs?
You sounded pretty good on that song. I'll tell you that right now.
Everybody said I sucked. I don't know.
I thought it was pretty good myself, but
I thought it was pretty good too. But everybody said I sucked. I don't know. Of course, everybody that said I sucked was one of my trolls. So so take that for what it's worth.
But
I don't know, man. I don't know why you worry about them so much. I would just ignore them.
Well, I mean, when they affect your real life, you have to worry about them.
I mean, I guess you got a point, but at the same time, being mad on the internet never solved anything.
Hindsight is always 20/20. Okay, had I had hindsight back then, I would have never got on the internet to begin with, or I would have never took that person's advice and went on YouTube.
Maybe you remember who that person was?
No, it's been too long.
Now, so you didn't have any trouble because you were on Von Live and you were on Vlog TV,
right?
Because I think that's where you met Emo, right? Emo should come up here.
I think Emo
the other day was talking about how he doesn't get a chance to go on panels anymore. Here's be a good one to get onto.
Right.
I remember Blog TV. Blog TV was fun times on the internet.
Yeah, I remember
you had trolls then, didn't you?
Yeah, but the thing of it is that Blog TV, it was kind of a different format than what YouTube is. It was a little bit different.
It was one of the first streaming places, to me.
Yeah. Well, actually, the first one was, oh God, what was it called?
Stickam and
Stickam. Thank you. Yeah, Stickam was first, if I remember correctly, and there would be
chat.
There would be like iVlog. Well, iVlog was later, but Stickam was kind of like the predecessor. You had about 9 or 12 little blocks there, and you had to squint to see who the fuck you was talking to.
Yeah.
But you had about 9 or 12 little blocks up there with your video on it, and it got to be hectic because everybody was talking at once. There was all kinds of people were making noises and playing.
I didn't spend a lot of time on Stickam. It was a lot of like screaming and yelling. I didn't really spend a lot of time there.
And it was
All TV was better because you could have the one co-host,
right?
You know what I mean, and have like a discussion. But with Stickam, it was just left and right.
Yeah.
People hollering and screaming and such. I think I went there a handful of times.
Solar, are you wanting in?
I almost threw up, man. I'm watching Fox News, and they just showed that Elizabeth Warren. I almost threw up. I'm going to have to change the channel now. Oh, my God.
Hey, Elizabeth Warren said that our president is doing a great job.
He's doing a great job, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pocahontas said that.
He's doing a great
Native
job.
American as my Irish ass.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, all right.
He's doing a great job destroying the United States. Yeah, he's doing a great job at that shit. He's doing a good job
of falling up the steps. I've never seen a man fall up the steps.
No,
that's kind of amazing. That takes some talent right there, folks.
You fall up the steps. How the fuck do you do that?
Actually,
he did it.
He did it 3 times. They have arthritis, and they really have trouble lifting their leg that high. That's why you see smaller steps. I dealt with my dad. I took care of my dad all the way when he was older.
Hey, I just want to say something. I know Zoinks, dude. He's not a troll, bro. And Philly Joe, I know him too a little bit. Those guys ain't trolls, bro.
Okay.
No, what's up, Solar? What's going on, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, Philly Joe? I ain't seen you in a while. How you been? Because
All
been
right,
a
bro, we
minute.
got to ride Harleys together, man.
Yeah,
Sometime.
man. This summer, maybe we're only a town apart, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta go to fucking. I'm under stress right now, man. He sent me this doctor, and he decides whether or not I go back to work today at 2. You get out of the doctor's at like 1 o'clock. You're sitting there for 2 hours, and you have to race, go get something to eat, race to work.
Yep.
You know, we'll see what happens today. See,
Just drop the doctor a couple of bills. He'll say.
Well, no, he's been pretty fair, man. I mean, you know, the problem is with what I do, they won't give me alternative work. So,
right.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't want to.
Well,
because I get paid a little more than some of these alternative jobs. So that's how they are, man. They won't give me alternative.
What's your opinion on Sweden joining NATO? Do you think it will cause a geopolitical hurdle down the line for Putin with his special police operation in Ukraine?
I thought you were talking to me.
Oh,
I don't know. Damn, you all right?
What are you snorting cocaine over there?
Yeah,
no, I'm trying to. I got something wet, man, and it won't dry the fuck out. What the?
Yeah, let's see the finger. Let's see the finger, Solar. Let's see how it's doing.
My camera's not on right now.
Your camera's not on.
I can't.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, what is your opinion on Sweden joining NATO? You know, I think NATO should have been dissolved. When the Soviet Union collapsed, NATO should have been dissolved because the whole purpose of NATO was to counteract the Soviet Union. But when the Soviet Union collapsed, that should have been the end of NATO, in my opinion. But but they didn't get rid of it, and so Putin,
Frank the Man donated 50 Danish kroner through Super Chat. I'm starting to think Von isn't as smart as he say he is.
Yes, yeah, he might be starting to wonder. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, folks.
Russia is going to feel threatened. I mean, when
they feel threatened because when you
have all these fucking bullies surrounding you. You have all these bullies. You have a bully.
Right, exactly. They're looking at it. They're looking at being surrounded.
Look at this. It's a fake account of me.
A little
John, the Artie, you, Sweden his toes. Look at that.
Sweden joining, I don't think would be beneficial to anybody. I don't understand. I don't really understand what they're going to bring to the table.
What's Swiss going to do? They're going to fly planes over Russia and drop a bunch of fucking black refugee Muslims that they have in their country.
No one's going to play. No one's
going to. That's not the Swiss. The Swiss is Switzerland. They're a completely different country.
Oh, I said Switzerland. I'm sorry, Sweden.
Yeah, it's not the Swiss.
Yeah.
In fact, Switzerland.
I always get those two confused.
In fact, Switzerland has one of the best military ski units in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the best in the world.
Switzerland is the only place in the world where the government requires
Swiss Guard
to have guns. Right.
Yeah. The Swiss government, it's mandatory that you own firearms. You have to own a gun.
Yeah, it's very cool, man, from what I hear. What I've been told, everybody's issued an M16 and a 1,000-round clip. And you take your M16 with you everywhere. I mean, I've seen pictures. They're riding their bicycle, and M16's on their back, or they'll be in a restaurant and there's a bunch of M16s hung up on the wall. I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make it clear because Switzerland doesn't allow any immigrants into their country. It's a very tough process. No. Sweden allows anybody you want in. Like they're becoming America.
That's why I made the joke about Switzerland. That's why I made the joke about Sweden, where they're going to fly over and drop a bunch of refugees on them.
Exactly.
Man, bro, I tell you, I'm just paranoid about. It looks like we're like really close to going to war, man. It looks
we're
like
not going to war.
I want to know.
All they keep showing on the news.
I think we're heading for war too. Actually,
I was drunk. Really, I guess I was hammered when I was in Switzerland because I've been to Switzerland before. And I didn't see a bunch of people running around with M16s on their back.
Oh yeah, they do all the time.
They do. I've seen the pictures.
Well, I like to listen to Von about that because Von's an historian. I'm no historian. I like to listen to Von about that kind of
Switzerland is one of the few countries of Europe that actually is pro-gun.
See, we got some nasty on our eye here that we got to get rid of.
You know what else is what other country is actually pro-gun in Europe is Portugal.
Right.
When I lived in Portugal, I went out to the countryside, do a little tourism, sightseeing, and man, the people do hunting and stuff, and they did all that, and I'm like, oh, you guys have guns here, and the stereotype is like Europeans hate guns, and I'm like, Well, we're Portugal, you know. We're one of the few places that actually like guns, you know. So
Yeah, Portugal's pretty good country. I mean, their women are supposed to be beautiful too in Portugal. That's what I heard.
yeah, they're good looking. Yeah, good looking. A beautiful country. It's sad that it's poor though. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit run down.
Well, everywhere is poor nowadays. I mean, it's getting out of control. You know, there's not much. It's crazy.
Look at this fake. Look at this shit. Solar Marshall says my camera's not working. Look at this. Philly Joe, read that for me. Read that comment for me.
It says YouTube does not support the hate coming from this channel. Law enforcement has been contacted. Keep those orange. See that's a troll. That's a joke. You know, that's just ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna give it an A+ for effort though. That's pretty. I mean, going to all that trouble, writing it, nice.
Right.
It's well stated.
It tried to look legit, I guess, but
it's fun. It's good. I give you A for effort, I guess.
Yeah, give him a B. I give him a B+.
Okay, B+. A for effort and a B+. All right.
Yeah.
Philly Joe, my best friend lives in Wilkes-Barre.
Oh yeah, that's Montgomery County. Yeah. Yep.
I flew into that airport on like a prop plane, turboprop, and it was crazy because I was sitting in the airport lobby waiting for my plane to show up to fly back because I had to fly from there to Philly, from Philly to KC.
All right.
And so I'm just looking at Facebook. I was going to post something on Facebook about the airport, you know, whatever, just bullshit, and look at my phone. And I go to the airport Facebook page, and it's got nothing in the little pictures except for this plane on fire.
What the?
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, like the whole, and there's like fire.
They want to show you what's going to happen to you. What do they want to show you?
Going up and I made a comment. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but this does not make me feel better about loading on the plane. I put that on their page, and when I landed, it had already been removed, and it said there was a training exercise for firefighters. So they had an old jet they set on fire to simulate it.
What? No, that's crazy.
And so they took pictures and they linked them to the way, and it ended up on their face. Anyways, crazy stuff.
What a bunch of fucking assholes, huh? Fucking retarded.
So I went to college right after 9/11, and so I took a class on terrorism, right? So this class on terrorism I took was to cover everything, and my teacher said, "Hey, if you learn this stuff, if another attack happens, you can probably get on one of those 24-hour talking head shows." He said, because they need experts, quote, just to fill time. I'm like, fuck, I'll take this class with this guy. So I had to do all this terrorism stuff, and I didn't want to buy the books, so I searched online for all the shit that I needed, from KKK to Aryan Brotherhood to ISIS. I mean,
I know all about them.
Right. So now, anytime I go to the airport, I get stopped. And on the way back from Wilkes-Barre, there was a family in front of me, like 6 kids. And the guy goes, they go, "Take your shoes off, kids. We don't want to hold up the line." He goes, "Don't worry. We're not checking shoes today. Don't worry, kids. Go ahead." I walk up there right after him, and I hand my stuff, and I get her to walk through. He goes, "You need to put your shoes in the basket." I said, "You just said no." They're like, "You have to put your shoes in the basket." So I think I'm on the list.
I don't think they even know how to do their job, but there hasn't been a 9/11 style thing in a while. So I guess they're doing a decent job at that. But,
well, maybe not here.
I got to say,
Putin is done. Someone says, Grace says, Putin is done. Russia will break into 8 separate territories. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either.
The Ukrainian president is nothing more than a crisis actor. That's all he is. You think he was on the front lines? That guy was sitting.
Dude, the fucking Ukrainian president is verified a sodomite male prostitute.
Yeah.
Comedian.
And he's a comedian. He's a stage comedian. He is literally a crisis actor. For real.
He is, exactly.
He is literally a crisis actor. He is not real. And
I like the video he had when he was all coked up and drunk, yelling from his office. Awesome.
Yeah. 20
who was coked up yelling from his office? Who was doing that?
Zelensky.
Zelensky.
Up or not, but he was bound up as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
another reason. Let's not forget that the only reason why that guy is in power is because the United States government or faction, 3-letter alphabet, overthrew the rightfully elected president.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, did you see
we
the
put
other
him?
day
I mean,
that,
we literally put this guy in office.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the other day where, I don't even want to say his name, our puppet president, that's what I'll call him. He was over
PP,
in
you
Ukraine.
call him PP. Call him PP.
PP. Okay, I'll call him PP. PP was over with the Ukraine president, and there was nobody around them. They were just walking right out in the middle of the open. Nobody around them, no security. Something didn't seem right there. I don't know if you guys seen it. I think last week he went to the Ukraine.
I saw it.
Yeah. Ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah,
that seemed
it
like
is
that was an
ridiculous.
act too, but you know.
Yeah, it's all an act.
These
It's
people,
all
it's all
bullshit.
acting. Yeah.
Well,
All bullshit.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's
all
interesting.
kabuki theater. It's all
Yep,
kabuki
kabuki
theater.
I can think of another president that all of a sudden his guards weren't around him all the time in the open. Yep. November 23rd, 1963.
Well, like I said, when the Soviet Union collapsed, NATO should have been disbanded, and I don't think there would have been near the problems that we're having today. Russia wouldn't see them as a threat. Russia sees them as a threat because they should have been disbanded when the Soviet Union collapsed, because that was the purpose of NATO to begin with. It was in response to the Soviet Union. Well, the Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore. So, I mean, you know, this is ridiculous. It
now,
really
Von,
is
I got
ridiculous.
a question for you about World War II. Now, do you think we would have eventually got to the war? Because we got into the war when Pearl Harbor happened, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think if Pearl Harbor didn't happen, do you think we would have gotten into the war?
No.
We never would have
No.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
No, America historically.
Let Von answer, and then let me answer when he's done.
Right. Americans historically are anti-war. We have always been anti-war. You know, we've been opposed to that. See, the founding fathers made it abundantly clear that we are not to engage in any kind of foreign entanglements whatsoever. It's stated right. They stated quite clearly. We're not to engage in foreign entanglements. We're not to have anything to do with the rest of the world.
Right.
We're supposed to be separate and apart, a shining city on the hill. And we're not. We got ourselves involved in it. Now there is circumstances surrounding that. Obviously, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the Morgans and all these rich elitist bastards, they drug us into the war. But technically, no, we should have never got into any war. We're supposed to be separate and apart. Now, like I said, the founding fathers made it clear: do not get into foreign entanglements. And you know, what is all these wars overseas? They're foreign entanglements. We're not supposed to be getting in that shit. Not at all.
Well, that's why I asked you, because you're a historian. You know a lot more than me about that. So I just wanted to ask you that.
Yeah, we're not supposed to.
And the other guy that knows a little bit about history would beg to differ. I would proffer that America needed to get into the war because of the Great Depression, and we were deficit spending with unparalleled deficit spending until recently, and we were not seeing the whole fruits of the money spent. So nothing's better than war. One, it puts everybody to work.
Well,
it also gets rid of a bunch of people, and so it gets people's mind off of it. So if we applied basically the same Keynesian theory of economics that Hitler did by building up a massive military and then getting them out of the depression they were going through, and we applied the same thing. If you think for a second we didn't know Pearl Harbor was going to happen, you're insane. We knew it was going to happen. The aircraft carriers happened to be out at sea.
Right.
We knew, we had a strong suspicion. We had provoked that bear. We took away their oil. We took away everything Japan needed. We prodded and poked them until we made them attack us.
Well, like I said, you know, if it hadn't have been for the globalists, the rich elitists, we wouldn't have got into war. Who promoted them, us poking them with a stick? The rich elitists. Who was it that set up the whole thing with Pearl Harbor? I mean, my God, they gave the fucking note to a kid on a bicycle, for fuck's sake. Why didn't they give it to an army personnel person in a Jeep? They gave it to a boy on a bicycle. Read the reports. They literally gave it to a boy on a bicycle, for fuck's sake. Okay, but they didn't have nobody with a Jeep handy to hand it to. I mean, come on, you know. Right. So yeah, he's right. It was a setup. It was a total fucking setup. We should have never. But see, there again, like I said, it's the rich oligarchs.
Is this the same Billy Ray that you know, Von?
Huh?
Is this Billy Ray from The Neighbor?
I don't know.
Thank you, Billy
What are
Ray,
you
for a little
drinking there?
confirmation there. What you got there? Oh, Moosehead Lager. A little early for that, isn't it, brother?
Lager. Wow.
That was last night. I'm just saying.
Billy Ray
it's one of
says
the
we
best
had
beers.
no choice, and that Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, plus our economy also. Woody is right. We knew Japan would attack. That's why we had our ships in.
Thank you. Still
I'm not
absolutely
drinking.
Like I
Once
said,
again,
though,
Now that being said, I don't mind. Okay, that being said, does that still say okay? We went to war. Okay, we should go to war with Japan, but doesn't
we
mean
would have
went to
never
war with
went
Germany.
if that shit hadn't happened.
That was Asia though. Now, should we have led an invasion to Europe? No. I mean,
well, Germany
doesn't
declared war.
It's the same thing like 9/11.
Germany
Saudi
declared war on us,
Saudi
so we had-
Arabia attacked us, and then we're attacking fucking Iraq. What does Iraq have to do
Right.
with 9/11?
What does Iraq have to do with Saudi Arabia? Nothing.
No, after we declared war on Japan, Germany, like idiots, declared war on us. And Churchill and his second cousin, or whatever he is, Roosevelt, FDR, got to work. And so, yeah, we had to go to war at that point, because we were also worried about, too, you got to realize that the Germans had established a ton of not bases necessarily, but a lot of inroads into South America.
Yeah.
And so there was that threat of the Germans getting that power, that sway, and moving up through Mexico to attack us on our southern part. That's what the goal was. The goal was originally to hit the Mexicans, hit us from the bottom. The Japanese come in from Alaska and the Aleutians and on the west coast. Germany was going to hit us from Mexico and from Canada and the east coast. It was a pincher maneuver. He was going to take the Schlieffen plan and essentially move it to America.
Yeah. Well, I know Von's not here, but I guess I'll wait for Von, because I want to talk about Solar Marshall's finger. Yeah. Oh, here he is, Von. See, the reason the reason I was considering joining the Freedom Religion, Von, is because whenever Solar Marshall's finger got messed up about maybe a month ago, I was watching one of your streams, and he showed his finger, and you besieged your gods, and about 3 days later, that finger did a 360 turn, and I said I was shocked. I'm not going to lie. And that was something amazing. I got to be honest with you.
Before we move into that conversation, I just want to stick my head in here real quick. Vaughn, what are you eating? Show us what you got.
I am eating a rib dinner.
Ooh, rib. Oh, rib for her pleasure. Ribs for her pleasure. There you
go. Ribs.
I always wear them inside out. Rib for my pleasure. There
you go.
Billy Ray, Germany declared war on us, like you said. The unrestricted U-boat warfare is what got us really in World War I. That was, people think it was Lusitania, then we just immediately went. Lusitania was a reason why. And now in hindsight, we know that Lusitania was loaded. But the reason why it went down so quick is it was loaded with ammunition and guns we were smuggling to Britain. So they had every right to shoot it down. But it wasn't until they had the Zimmerman telegraph that the British coincidentally found and gave us, which may or may not be legit. Between that and the unrestricted submarine warfare, we joined the war late in 1917, 17. Yeah. But the Lusitania happened in like 1915.
You notice all this shit's all fake, right? Like, oh, they sent us a telegraph that's like
Lend-Lease was World War II.
I mean, it's the same thing, and then Vietnam, the same thing. They're blowing up ships and blaming it on, we have to get involved in Vietnam because someone blew up a ship.
Yeah, and then what did we find out? I want that ship on the bottom. The President of the United States, I want that ship on the bottom. I want the USS Liberty on the bottom of the ocean. All right.
So
fucking president. Our own.
So I'm gonna side with Vaughn on this one and say, like, the American people don't want war. Gotcha. I mean, these people just make up fucking shit to go to war. I mean, did we need to go to war with Iraq? Did we need to go to war with Afghanistan? No, they just make it up. Bush makes it up. Did we need to go to war in Bosnia? No, we just fucking Bill Clinton makes shit up. We'll just bomb, I mean, they just make shit up. They just
Bombed an aspirin factory.
That was a UN deal.
I mean, they just make shit up, though.
They
I mean,
bombed
it's just,
an aspirin factory, for fuck's sake.
yeah, it's all fucking stupid. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's all stupid. Cut the military, cut military, sell every military base around the world, sell it for billions of dollars, pay off the debt, close the fucking border, close the border solid, and then wash your hands and call it done.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's good discussion. This is a good discussion we're having here, John. I mean, that's.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm just so sick. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of going to war.
There is nothing wrong. There is absolutely nothing wrong with us being isolationists. Nothing.
Nope,
absolutely nothing.
Yeah. We need to help our country. Why do people think that's so great? Why do people think that's a crazy idea? Let's help the people we have people starving, veterans, military veterans, little children starving in our country, and we're giving millions, billions of dollars to the freaking Ukraine. Okay, let them deal with it. Let the Europeans deal with it.
I was talking to a veteran. He was like, what, maybe 50 years old, and he was saying he was telling me how difficult it was for him to get food stamps, SNAP. I said, but you're a veteran, and he goes, yeah, I can't get SNAP. I can't, something about my income and this and that. I'm like, damn. I mean, it's like, but you doing all right? He goes, yeah, I have a daughter that helps me. I'm like, fuck me, man. If you didn't have a daughter, you'd be fucking dead probably, right? But the fucking Jorge and Georgie and Gonzalez and they get the $12,000 checks every month, as Von talks about.
Yeah, but how about
holy shit,
though, John? How about Tyreek? Little Tyreek in the city's not working. He's capable of working, 24, 25 years old, not working.
Yeah, Shaniqua and Tyrone, yeah, they're the problem too. Yeah, sure.
I
actually don't think they're. I mean, I think they're. Well, to be fair, I don't think Shaniqua with 5 kids is as a problem as Jorge. Illegal. I mean, if you want to compare apples to oranges, but
right.
At least they're American. At least they belong here. They're good people. But I don't know. I don't know what to say on that one. But it's too much. It's too much. It's getting out of hand. That's all.
Yeah. We can't keep giving money. We can't give money to Ukraine. We could have did a lot with that money in America, a lot, a hell of a lot. But no, we just want to give it to some clown in the Ukraine. Come on, man.
I know 200. What are we up to? $200 billion to Ukraine. What are we up to, Vaughn? 100 billion.
200. We gave them a grand total thus far of $200 billion.
Right. But it's amazing. Here's the thing, right? Trump was so transparent to the American people. Trump told us everything that was going on. Biden, you barely hear from the guy. You might hear from him twice a year. He doesn't speak to the public like Trump. Trump every day spoke to us and told us what was going on with our country. He was transparent. If you like him, don't like him, whatever. At least the guy told us what was going on. Biden doesn't say nothing.
Well, Biden can't say nothing. He's told what to say.
Yeah, he's told what to say. He's just a puppet.
Here's the thing, okay? Years ago, the presidents had what was called the fireside chat. And what that fireside chat was, it was the president. You would see the president of the United States. He would be in one of the rooms of the White House that had a huge fireplace, hence the name fireside chat. So he's sitting in a very expensive chair next to a literal fireplace. And he would chat with the American public, and he would basically tell us, what's going on, and what he felt like needed to be done in America, to fix whatever problem or whatever. And so it was literally a fireside chat next to a real fireplace with a real fire in it. And so basically what Trump did with his tweets is he was bringing back the fireside chat. It just he wasn't sitting next to a fire. That's all. Right. But that was essentially the return of the fireside chat.
Right.
And oh my God, the left just absolutely hated that shit. And so, there you are.
We got his back. Trump brought us back his YouTube channel. YouTube brought back his channel.
Well, listen, guys,
Ron, you're probably old enough to remember this.
Take it easy, Philly Joe. Have a good day, Philly.
Good evening, Philly Joe.
Keep on winning, brother. Thanks for John.
Nice talking to you, Philly.
Winning. And let me tell you, hey, Larry, that sheriff's coming to knocking, brother. You guys have a good day. Later.
See ya. So
I'm telling you, man, they're gonna have to get the fire truck has to come with the Jaws of Life, They're gonna literally what they're gonna have to do is literally cut all up from
Oh,
the
come
bottom.
on! Don't say that shit. I don't want to cut. I don't want to cut on my house.
Cut that out. No, Vaughn, I'm sorry, brother, but they're gonna.
I don't want to cut.
I don't think he's quite eating Gilbert Grape.
Doors of life, and they're gonna cut a hole. They're gonna have to cut this door open because he's so fucking gigantic.
Well, he is a big boy, but I don't know if they'll have to cut a wall and cut a hole in the wall.
And then they're gonna come in with a crane and with a Hoyer lift, and they're gonna strap him up, and they're gonna bring him out. Now
the Hoyer lift is a real deal. They'll probably need that motherfucker.
So, all right.
If he refuses,
let's go back to someone earlier was talking about the liberal cities just releasing prisoners as they come in.
Dude, I swear to God, I absolutely believe this, Woody. I absolutely believe this with all my heart. They fucking opened up the prisons and they opened up the insane asylums and they just let everybody come the fuck out. I really believe that. Can I prove it? No, but do I believe it? Fuck yeah, I do.
You know, they do. They're in these cities. There's a revolving door, and you're leaving. So I guess I'm just talking to myself. Jesus. Come on. Come on.
I don't know who the fuck's doing that, but somebody's beeping out there. I'm listening to you. Woody, keep talking.
All right. So
I'm listening.
If you remember the deciding moment that won the election for George Bush Sr., Herbert Walker Bush, number 41,
right,
was an ad against Michael Dukakis that showed Willie Horton. Willie Horton was that guy on furlough that got out and went and killed a couple people. Mm-hmm. And they showed that really powerful commercial. It's one of the most moving commercials in all of American political history of that turn gate, revolving door turn gate. Mm-hmm. And that's what they say probably won the election for him in hindsight. Mm-hmm. And now that's just commonplace. Mm-hmm. Because in New York, there's been numerous cases where people who have been arrested for serious crimes have got out and just said, well, I'm already in trouble for one. I'll go ahead and do it again.
Well, as a historian, it's interesting to learn that the purpose of jails were never, ever to rehabilitate anyone. That was never the purpose of a jail in the beginning. The purpose of the jail was to incarcerate and keep you incarcerated. That was the purpose of a jail. It was never to rehabilitate anyone. This rehabilitating stuff, that's all fairly new. The purpose of the jail was to incarcerate you and then subsequently execute you if that was necessary. But it was never ever the original intent of jails was never to ever try to rehabilitate someone. Oh, we can rehabilitate them. No, you can't. You let a murderer go free, they're going to go out here and they're going to commit murder again. Okay, we've got the reports to prove that shit. All right, we just do. And I am going to take out my bag and I'm going to stop myself from getting the Rona.
I say hang the fucker, find a tree, get a piece of rope, and hang the fucker.
Yeah, well, that's what they did back then. See, that's what they did back then. And, they were, but yeah, this whole idea that, oh, we can rehabilitate them, we can make them normal again. No, you ain't going to. So there's a chemical imbalance. And so, no, you're not going to fix that shit. You're not going to fix it. But there's only one way to fix it, and that's with a rope, like you say, or a firing squad, or lethal injection, whatever the fuck they do, electric chair. But yeah, you're not gonna change them because it's a chemical imbalance in their brain. You're not gonna change them. You're not gonna fucking change them. It's just the way it is. That's the way it is, Maynard. You let a murderer out, and what's he gonna do? He's gonna go out and kill again. You let a rapist out. What's he going to do? He's going to go out and kill again or rape again. Child molester. You let him out. What are they going to do? They're going to molest another child. There is no recovery. There is no rehabilitating these people, especially the hardcore ones. There's just no. You're not going to rehabilitate shit. This is why we have the death penalty, so that we can execute these fucks and go on about our business. Because you're not going to rehabilitate these people. Okay, you're just not. I wish you could. Now, I know somebody's gonna find some report somewhere, some obscure report where some kind of rehabilitation fucking shit actually worked. Well, if that's true, great. But I mean, that's not the norm, though. That's the exception. That's not the norm. But yeah, man, you're not rehabilitating these fucks. Best thing to do is to save the American taxpayer billions of dollars and put a bullet right between their fucking eyes. That's the best way to do it. Save the taxpayer billions of dollars and let us go on about our business.
So you think a guy who gets caught with weed needs the bullet?
No. For people that get caught with weed or some shit like that, they just stay incarcerated.
Okay.
But for people that commit heinous acts, they need to be summarily executed. They don't even call it death row anymore nowadays. They call it life row because they don't enforce the death penalty. So they just stay on death row indefinitely. And it's like, can you imagine the billions of dollars we spent keeping that fucking piece of shit Charles Manson alive? I mean, we had him in the system 50 fucking years. Keeping that fuck alive.
They never killed anybody.
Billions of dollars in taxpayer money keeping that piece of shit alive. He should have been executed on the spot. But he wasn't.
Yeah, technically, Ron, he never physically actually killed anyone.
No, but he hired people to do it. So it's the same thing.
Well, his entourage, his groupies did it.
His family.
Yeah, his family. Right. Well, like I said, we spent billions of taxpayer dollars keeping that fuck alive, and we shouldn't have done.
You know what's interesting about Charles Manson is that he made music. You know that, right?
He made quite a bit of things. He made music.
Yeah. Who produced and released it? The Beach Boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They did. I think
they did. The Beach Boys. Isn't that fucking weird?
Mm-hmm.
Went to. He was in Laurel Canyon during that time period. And he went with the Beach Boy to the producer, and the producer just didn't think anything about it. And that's one of the reasons why he got pissed and went after him.
Mm-hmm.
Never been a Beach Boys guy.
I like Beach Boys. They're like one of my favorite bands.
If you read Tom O'Neill's book, Chaos, the inside story of MK Ultra and Charles Manson, the CIA. He was more than likely he was experimented on with the MK Ultra at some of the institutions he was at.
I don't doubt it.
And
then it got out of control.
Got out of control and led to where
we can control it. We can control it. Yeah, bullshit. Famous last words. No, they can't.
I mean, they know it get out of control because that Frank Olson or whatever, the one that the family sued the government. There's a documentary on Netflix about it called Wormwood. And anyway, they actually sued and got an apology from Gerald Ford in the White House. The only time it's ever happened. They actually went in and Gerald Ford apologized in person for them doping up their husband and father and basically throwing him out a window.
Yeah.
The United States government is wonderful, aren't they?
Yeah, wonderful situation. I tell you.
Well, and that's we're learning a little bit more about MK Ultra now, but they destroyed as much as they could, which in itself should be a criminal offense. Pretty sure it is.
Yes, indeed.
What's the plan for today, Woody?
I got work to do.
Got work to do?
I got work to do.
Oh.
So, matter of fact, I need to get to it. So, it's an hour and 30 minutes. So that's a good time to get off.
All right.
I'll see you guys.
Man. Yep. See you. Have a good one. And there he went.
And it was just us, Vaughn.
And then it was just us, the pumpkin guys again. Pumpkin brothers. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. We're selling the country. I need to get them as a sponsor.
You really do.
I really do. I can't get that jingle out of my head. It's a good jingle. I need to get him. I need to get him as a sponsor. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He sang too. He sang and he did artwork and he did all kinds of shit. You know, he was, I guess, a prodigy genius. But the thing of it is, he went evil. You know, and it's unfortunate.
Link me up one of your big Beach Boys karaoke's. Link me up.
When I hit a Beach Boy karaoke.
Yeah, you have a Beach Boy karaoke, don't you?
If I do something, I mean, I don't know if I did any. I haven't done it. I don't think
you haven't done it. I could have sworn you've done California Girls or something.
I could see about doing one for you. I'm going to try and redo Breaking the Law for you. And
thank you.
I want to take it down with that.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Speaking of breaking the law, that's the name of today's show is Breaking the Law.
Yes, Breaking the Law. That's why I said that. Yeah,
the law, Larry.
Yeah, speaking of breaking the law. Yeah, now the trolls are saying, oh, by the way, trolls, yeah, y'all are saying this, that Larry is going to try to drag this out for months and shit till I run out of money. No, he is not. No, he is not. Okay, this judge is not like that. This judge is
on your side.
Yeah, this judge is not going to let him play any shenanigans after lying in that courtroom. She's not going to put up with his shit. Okay, you don't go into a courtroom and lie to a judge. Okay, you don't do that shit. And she knows now that he lied to her because he told that judge, "Oh, I put his daddy's $2 million in the estate." No, he did not. And I paid the rent to the estate. No, he did not. Okay, no, there is no rent payments. My daddy's $2 million is not there. Mom's jewelry is not there. The war bonds are not there. The treasury bills are not there. The certificates of deposit are not there. Nothing is in that account. The only thing that was in that account was $32,000, and they paid one electric bill out of it. One, and that's it. That's all. So and me and the bank managers just looked at each other and said, "This is a dummy account, ain't it?" She said, "Yeah, this is a dummy account." It was something they threw together at the last minute to make themselves look legit. But was it an actual working account? No, it wasn't. It wasn't real, man. It was just a dummy account they set up. And the judge is aware of this now, and so he's no, this is not gonna. Larry's not gonna be able to drag this out for months and months and months. No, he's not.
This is not gonna last good. This is not gonna make.
It may not even last a day. I mean, the judge may look at him and say, "Hey, you owe this man money. You either pay him or you go to jail." And he's going to say, "I ain't going to pay him," and then he'll go to jail, and that'll be the end of it. Judge pound down the Campbell, and that'll be the end of it. It could just be a one-day thing. You never know. I don't know what the judge is going to do. I know that the judge is a dual judge. She is a two-type judge. She is a district judge and she is a probate judge. And probate, for those of you that don't know, that's the judges that go after real estate fraud. That's the judges that go after repossession of your vehicle or your boat or something like that. That's what a probate judge does. They go after people that owe people money. Does Larry Frost owe me money? Oh, fuck, yes, he does. Okay, so this judge is going to hand him the riot act, I guarantee you, because that's part of her job as a probate judge. That's what probate judges do. They go after people that owe money. Okay, so he owes me money. He has to pay. The judge has already said in open court that they either have to give back what they've taken or they have to pay restitution. The judge has already said that in open court. So this is not going to go the way you think it is, trolls. You think Larry's going to be able to go in there and just keep appealing and appealing and appealing or try to get the judge to drag this shit out for months at a time. I don't think that's how it's going to go down. I really don't. Nope. I think the judge has had enough of the Frost, and she's just gonna read him the riot act.
Sorry about your luck, Larry.
Yeah, because I don't think it's going to go the way the trolls think it is. But yeah, I was listening to the trolls the other day. Oh yeah, you need to drag this out for months and months and months until he runs out of money. And no, we're not going to play that. We're not going to play that at all. Congrats on being a grandfather. How in the hell am I a grandfather? I am not a grandfather, dude. You understand that in order for me to be a grandfather, my daughter has to give birth, right?
Congrats on being a grandfather. I heard your daughter and your grandkid are moving back to the double wide. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah, what in the world are you talking about? Because my daughter's only 12 years old, dude. She's only 12. Well, technically, Larry should have been out. Months ago, actually. Yeah, he should have been out January 1st.
He should have been out months ago, but you gave him so much. You gave him so much.
I gave
love
him tons of time. Yeah,
okay.
I gave him tons of time to get out or to pay rent or whatever. But yeah, no, my daughter's only 12 years old, dude. If my daughter's pregnant, somebody's going to prison, and I guarantee you that shit because I'll insist on it. Someone's going to prison. Yeah, trolls love to lie, dude. Don't sweat it. Trolls love to lie. You know, that's why you don't listen to trolls and you come and talk to me, right? Because trolls will lie to your face, buddy. And with a smile on it too. They'll give you a big old smile and they'll lie right to your face. They don't care. They don't care. That's why you got to come to me and get the truth. But yeah, my eldest daughter's only 12 years old. So if somebody got her pregnant, they're going to prison. Guaranteed. Because he's only 12 years old. So no, I am not a grandfather. And she is not moving into the double wide. I don't know where the fuck the trolls pulled that one out. They pulled it out of their ass is where they pulled that shit out. Because no, my daughter better not be pregnant. She better not. Because somebody's going to go to prison. I will insist on that shit. Yeah, my eldest daughter is 12 and my youngest daughter is 11 and my boy's 11. So yeah, they're much too young to be engaged in any of that activity. It was in a stream chat. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, just ignore these assholes. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, it's child abuse. Fuck yeah, it's child abuse. Absolutely. It's child abuse, it's pedophilia, it's all manner of shit. Anywho, and in fact, now that Kentucky has raised the minimum age to 21, she can't even do it at 18 now. She's gonna be 21. Gonna be 21. Kentucky raised the rate. See, everybody bitched about Kentucky's age limit because Kentucky would allow you to marry at 16. Kentucky would allow you to marry at 16 if you had parental consent, and everybody whined and cried and bitched about it. So Kentucky said, okay, fuck you all. We'll make the age 21. So now the age is 21. So she can't get married until she's 21. You have to be 21 to do any of that shit. Yeah. Have to be 21.
You gotta be 21 to do most things nowadays.
You gotta be 21 to do any of that shit. You gotta be 21 to have sex, 21 to get married, 21 to drink alcohol, 21 to drive a motor vehicle. They, like I said, everybody kept bitching and bitching and bitching at Kentucky. So Kentucky said, okay, fuck you. We'll just make everything 21. And so that's exactly what they did. Everything's 21 now. Everything is 21. Well, it's not 18 no more. Everybody whined and cried. Oh my God, it's just so horrible. So they got rid of that shit and made it 21. Yeah, they made it 21. Everybody started you want to know who's responsible for that shit? I guarantee it's the YouTube trolls. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet the YouTube trolls showed their ass and got the numbers increased to 21? How much you want to bet? And if you see a YouTube troll, especially a Vonhelton hate video YouTube troll, you beat their ass. And say, what the fuck are you doing destroying a man's family? And then you beat the fuck out of them. That's what you do to trolls. Okay? They destroyed my entire family, destroyed my finances. You see one of them motherfuckers on the street, you beat the shit out of them. That's what you do to them. That's exactly what you do to them. Because that's
you give them the Larry treatment. You fucking give them the Hoya lift right in the fucking garbage.
Hoya lift right into a paddy wagon. Yeah. Right into a paddy wagon. Yeah. Whatever, but yeah, man. I mean, that's bullshit. That's total bullshit. My eldest is only 12. They pulled that out of their ass. That's where they got that from. They just pulled that out of their ass. But yeah, Kentucky's minimum wage now is 21 for everything. Yeah, because everybody bitched about it. They should have kept their mouth shut. But see, these trolls, that's what they do. They fuck up everybody's lives. Okay? That's what trolls do. They fuck up people's lives. That's why trolls need to be outlawed. They need to be thrown in prison because they destroy people's lives. Now what is this going to do about people that are already married? Well, see, it could, you could potentially go to prison now, because according to the law, you broke the law.
Yeah, breaking the law.
Billy Ray says, shit, me and my wife have been together since we were 14. We certainly didn't wait. Well, I'm sorry, but, like I said, I guarantee you it was probably these damn YouTube trolls that did that shit. How much you want to bet? I'm almost willing to bet $100 that that's what happened. Because see, here in Kentucky, you could marry at 16 if you had your parents' consent. And see, all this Kelly bullshit that the trolls put out on YouTube probably stopped all that. That would be my guess. That'd be my guess. But yeah, everything in Kentucky now is 21. Now, as far as my kids getting out of the government system at 18, I don't know about that one. They might still be able to come back home at 18. I don't know. But if it's not 18, it's for sure 21. So, but they'll be back. My kids will be back. Yeah, the only thing you've done, trolls, is just prevented them from having a childhood. And in which case, they will sue the fuck out of you. Okay, you took away their mommy, their daddy, their grandparents, and their childhood and their inheritance. Because, see, they can't get an inheritance now either. So you took all that shit away from them. They have
they love, but that's what they do. They love destroying people's lives.
They love destroying people's lives. Yeah, that's what trolls do. And so, they need to be destroyed. And my kids will sue the fuck out of them. And rightly so. And it's going to be great because they took everything from these kids, man. These kids lost everything. My children are the paper. My understanding is that the paperwork is underway. That was my understanding. They haven't been legally adopted yet, I don't think. At least I haven't heard anything. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It don't matter to me. Whatever happens. But
everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, guys.
Everything happens for a reason, even the bad shit. But see, here's the thing. All they got to do is when they turn 18, just come back home. I mean, that's all they got to do. So
what, you just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I was listening in the background, and I heard okay. You can't get married at 18?
Not anymore. Everybody bitched and whined and cried about it. Everybody whined and cried about it. Oh my God, it's just so horrible. What do you think all this Kelly bullshit was about? It was about marrying young. And so who did all this Kelly bullshit? Fucking Baby Jane, fucking one of Agent 19. Well, where does she live? She lives in Kentucky. Baby Jane, one of my haters, lives here in Kentucky, and she was the one that put out that goddamn Kelly video of me trying to help somebody who was supposedly a minor. And it ended up she wasn't a minor. She was 31 years old, but that's beside the point. The point is that, I guarantee I'd almost bet good money that it was the fucking trolls that got Kentucky to raise the age up to 21. How much you want to bet? I'm almost willing to bet good money on that shit. Because nobody else was bitching about it except the trolls on YouTube. They're the only ones that were bitching about it. Nobody else was bitching about that stuff.
That's all the trolls do is bitch.
And we know for a fact that the trolls were contacting Clay County because that's how I got in trouble with Clay County, was them contacting Clay County. Well, if they're contacting Clay County, how hard is it for them to contact the government in Kentucky? Not very hard. Not very hard. Was Baby Jane actually Kelly? Yeah, she was.
And she married Agent 19.
And she is supposedly married Agent 19, yes.
So he lives in Kentucky too.
He lives in Kentucky. That's correct. That's correct. But yeah, the minimum wage is 21 now for everything, folks. Everything. Now, like I said, though, can my kids still come back home at 18? I don't know. I honestly
hope
don't
so.
know.
I hope the kids stay together, Vaughn. I hope they. I hope
And
they
you
don't
said
look
that
down
the
on
kids
you.
can't get an inheritance now. I don't understand that.
No, all legal when kids get adopted out, and that, I don't know why people are having such a hard time with this.
I'm just trying to understand. I figured that you could put anybody, if you wanted to adopt it. I mean, you could give it to the mailman.
All right. Look, okay, here's how it works. Okay, when a child gets adopted, all legal ties to the biological parent are severed, and the biological parent loses their parental rights, which is exactly what I've done. I've lost my parental rights, which means I can no longer remarry. I can no longer have children ever, because the second I have kids, CPS will be out here to take them away. And now, see, a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, when you lose your parental rights, you can't have kids ever again. CPS will be out here to take them.
But you can get married. Well, they can't tell you not to.
Yeah, I can get married, but I can't have no kids, and I can't adopt any kids, and I can't take the wife's. Let's say I meet this chick, and she's got 3 or 4 kids. I cannot legally adopt those children as my children, because if I do, the second I do, CPS will be out here to take them. Yes, they will, because my parental rights were revoked. Isn't it funny how they don't tell people this shit until they've already done it? Isn't that nice of them? They don't tell you these little tidbit pieces of information until it's already done. Because if they'd have told me that shit in court before they did it, I'd have said, fuck no, you ain't getting rid of my parental rights. I'm fighting it. Well, see, they didn't tell me that little tidbit of information. But yeah, if I marry and have children right now, CPS will be out to steal the goddamn kids again. And if I marry somebody that's already got kids and I try to adopt those kids as my own, CPS will be out to take those kids.
That sure is will. Fucking serious.
It sure will. It's fucked up, man. It's some fucked up shit. Why do you think I'm going to be suing the state of Kentucky? I'm going to be suing the fuck out of them for $200 million. Because I can no longer get married. I can no longer have children because of this shit. Because of a bunch of fucking trolls on the goddamn internet, I can't get married and have children. Ever. Never, ever. I can't do it ever. Well, that's fucked up. But see, they don't tell you that shit when you're in the courtroom. They wait until after you get out and you go research it yourself and find out, oh, wow, by the way, I can't have kids ever again. I can't get married ever again. Because, the purpose of getting married is to, hey, have kids. Or if they've already got the kids, to raise the kids. Well, I can't do that because CPS will be pounding on my fucking door the second I fucking do it. But see, they don't tell you that. You find that out by going on the internet. Now, back to the inheritance, because everybody keeps getting this shit fucked up. So let's be clear about this. When kids are adopted out, all legal ties to the biological parent are severed. Severed. Gone. Finito. They do not exist. Okay? So the kids cannot draw from the biological parents no more. They draw from their adoptive parent. So when the adoptive parent dies, then they get money from the adoptive parent. Okay? That's how this shit works. Now, I can write a will right now, leaving all that shit in the garage for them kids. I can do it right now. The only problem is that when we go into court and the court finds out, oh, these kids were adopted out and all legal ties to the biological parent were severed, they don't get the stuff it'll go to the state. It will not go to the kids. Okay? They don't find that out until they get to court either. But that's how it works. Okay? All legal ties to the biological parent are severed. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That is a fact. Okay? I know because I've researched the shit out of this when these trolls said they were going to get my kids adopted out. And since we're on the subject, getting my kids adopted out because I'm potty training a puppy or because some fucking goddamn domestic terrorist on the internet says so, yeah, I don't think that's very legal. But apparently what I've been told is that even if it's egregious, even if the laws were broken, I still can't get my fucking kids back. So I'm going to sue the fuck out of Clay County and out of the state of Kentucky. And they're going to be sued for billions if I can get it. But I'll probably have to settle for millions because Kentucky's a poor state. So I'll probably have to settle for millions. But I'm going to sue.
Damn, Vaughn, you're fucking wound up today, buddy.
Oh, I am. Well, I have a right to be. Okay, when you cannot marry and have children ever again because of some fuckwads in the goddamn outside chat who thought they'd stick their fucking nose in my personal business. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But see, they don't tell you that. Like I said, they didn't tell me that shit in court. I had to get online to find that shit out. But yeah, when you get your parental rights taken away, if you try to marry and have kids, the CPS will be out here to take the kids. Or if you adopt a woman's kids, they'll be out here to take them too. You can't have children when your parents' rights are removed. You can't. You're not allowed. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. And that's why I'm telling you, I'm telling everybody, you see a Vonhelton hater out on the street, you beat the fuck out of that son of a bitch. You beat him until he's bloody because of what he's done to my family and what he's done to me, what he's done to poor Andrea, who was I will remind everyone, these fucking YouTube trolls put my wife in a mental institution for 2 years. They got these kids in a COVID-infected environment for 3 years where they could have caught COVID. I didn't make this shit up. I'm telling the truth. Okay, that's the truth. And these trolls on YouTube is what done it. By calling CPS over and over and over. And that was, by the way, that was in the judge's closing arguments. He said there was no laws broken. He said the children were never harmed. His reason for adopting these kids out was because them motherfucking YouTube trolls the outside chat's over here. In this outside chat over here, the YouTube trolls in this outside chat over here, he was tired of them calling CPS over and over again with accusations of neglect. He said that in his closing arguments. Go read them, because they're probably public by now. Go read them. He said that. My kids were not taken from me because I was an abuser or because I broke any laws or because I was a piece of shit parent. That's not why they were taken. They were taken because a bunch of fucks on the internet kept calling CPS over and over and over and over and would not stop. And that's why he took the kids away forever, because of them. And so every fucking YouTube troll out there needs their goddamn ass beat. Every fucking one of them. Now, I can't do that because they'll try to throw me in prison. But what I can do is sue the fuck out of every one of them and put them in prison for what they've done to poor Andrea at the least. I can do that, and I will do that. And that's what's going to happen. And these fuckers think, I'm made out of Teflon. You can't touch me. Watch me, bitch. You're all going to prison. Whether you believe it or not, you're going to prison. That's where you belong, is in prison. You don't belong breathing my air is what really, but I'll settle for putting you in prison anyway. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And it needs to end. And it's going to end because I'm going to make it fucking end. I'm going to make it end. Leave Kentucky, what would that solve? That wouldn't solve shit. Leaving Kentucky won't change a damn thing. Let's say I leave Kentucky right now. Let's say I leave Kentucky right now and I go to another state. The second I have children, CPS will be out there to take them. Because see, when you lose your parental rights, that goes all over the United States. That goes all over the United States. So if I go to Tennessee, let's say I go to Tennessee, I meet a wife, I have kids with her, or I adopt her children, CPS will be knocking on the door to take the kids away. Yes, they will. Yes, they fucking will. When you lose your parental rights, you're not allowed to have children ever again. Ever. Google it if you don't believe me. Okay? But see, they don't tell you in that goddamn courtroom, which is what they should have done. See, if they'd have told me in that courtroom, hey, by the way, you can never have children ever again, I would say, well, fuck, I'm fighting that shit. But see, they don't tell you until it's too late. That's how they do. The government is a monster with an insatiable appetite. It will take and take and take until you have nothing left.
Is he implying that he didn't fight? He's like, well, if I knew I could never get new kids again, I just couldn't get a new batch, I would have put up a fight. That's interesting.
That was said by George Washington, one of the founders of this nation. He said that. Okay, did we listen? Fuck no. No, we didn't listen. Change your name. That's not going to do any good. Changing my name and fucking, I could go on the witness protection program right now. Would that change anything? I doubt it. I doubt it, because the government would have access to those documents as well.
That's not nice.
I got to get rid of a hater here. There we go. There we go. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, read it. Google it. I dare you. Google it.
Well,
you lose your parental rights. You can't do shit. You can't do shit. I marry a woman right now. But when you let's say you marry a woman, all right. When you marry a woman that has kids, what's the first thing that's going to be out of her mouth? You can adopt my kids. That's going to be the first thing out of her mouth. Well, I can't, because if I do, she loses her kids. The CPS will be out here to take her kids away. So no, I can't. No padlocks allowed on bedroom doors. Oh, fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here.
I got rid of them.
So fucking ridiculous.
Stupid shit. The wife wants to know what the trolls are saying. I said stupid shit.
They're just talking.
You want to say hello to Vaughn?
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
ma'am. How you doing?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm doing okay.
I'm looking your both shirts.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we're in matching hoodies today, aren't we? Yeah. He bought his at Kmart or Kmart. Listen at me. He bought his at Walmart too. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we bought them at the same place. Yeah. Well, not exactly the same place.
Same brand. Ooh, ooh,
yeah, yeah. EndTheDrugWarToday.com donated $10 through Super Chat. I love how heartwarming each episode is when Von realizes his inequities and works hard to resolve them. Gets a job, picks the right girl for a mother. It's just so uplifting to witness. Todd Malico 8 donated $46.02. I researched for hours to be wrong about draining Lake Alice.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Gabe. And I agree. It's so uplifting. And thank you very much, Todd. I do appreciate that. Folks, I think we're almost at the end of our live here. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Look at Walmart, yeah. Not
the
exactly.
Same brand, the Walmart brand.
Same brand, yeah, Walmart brand, right.
All right. All right, Vaughn, you want to call it a day? It's 2 hours. It's a 2 hour.
Oh my God, it's 2 hours on the money. Yeah, let's go on ahead. Since it's 2 hours on the money, yeah, we can wrap it up. Y'all
have a pleasant day and better tomorrow, guys.
Have a good day, guys.
Y'all.
See you.
You too. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. And I think with that, that's where we're going to end it for this morning's stream. I got to sift through some of the other Vaughn stuff and see if there's something to scrap together, I'm sure. We also have some movement and some other pastures that we're tending, so we'll make sure to keep you updated and all that good stuff. Again, thank you for coming out and watching this impromptu stream. I was actually on my way to go crash, and I saw he was live, and what the hell, most of it was pretty boring to the last, 10 minutes or so, so at least there's that. Folks, hit the thumbs up on your way out, and we'll see you real soon. We'll see what we can put together. Folks.